Master, you were once the shy boy, the introvert, one of the best speakers, actually the best speaker I've ever seen.
Well, once I think there is a element of, no, I think I like what you said about talent and and past life memory. I
Which
think
is
we
also
observe this on things like Britain's Got Talent, America's Got Talent. You see, 7-year-old go up and then just like
and smash it.
vibrato and everything going on, and it's just like, what? Doesn't make sense, you know. It's, even people who, I mean, even people like Lim, he never learned the piano before. He can play anything.
Yeah.
He plays like anything. He never learned before. He didn't know how to read music. But he's sitting on the piano. You just play a song. He's like, oh, like this. Then he just plays it. Like, for a human to try and justify why a person would know how to do that doesn't make any sense. If you ask him, oh, so how did you learn? I was just messing around on the piano. Just messing around. I messed around many hours on the piano. I didn't mess
I
around
messed
and
the
figure
piano
that
up.
one out, you know. Just like, but yeah, when you say you have that, you know, you can hear the notes and things like that. But I think that this is past life. It's learnt.
Oh yeah.
It's for sure learnt. It
For
was
sure.
once there,
Yeah.
and then that stayed in the memory, and the energy continued, moved to this life, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I think that's the type of people sometimes that kind of puts a lot of people off, actually, who aren't strong-minded enough. They have a bit of desire. They've been practicing for many years. Then they see this person who had zero practice
Comes in, smashes it.
and gets the 10 out of 10 where they're sitting on like a 7, and they're like, what's the point? But I think that there is a time, there's this saying in Chinese, and my dad used to always say this to me when I was younger, and basically it means, if I translate it, it will be learning, there's no in front or behind. The person who gets to the destination is the winner. The person who gets to the destination first is the winner. He used to always say this to me, and I think it's because I was not very good at learning. So he's trying to make me feel better as well, and he gave me this quote. And he used to say this, some people may seem better than you right now, but it doesn't mean they'll get to the destination before you. And what I've realized, obviously, because of getting bad grades through school and being not very, I don't feel I was very intelligent or high IQs or anything, being able to do what I do now, I kind of lived exactly that quote. But aside from that is what I realized while coaching people, and I say this a lot, I say, especially when we coach people in speaking, I say, that person who rocks up talented, I used to say this about Blake. You remember Blake?
Yeah.
Like, he just comes to master stage, he'll go on stage, he's the funniest one, he's really good, and just like, he has power, he connects with people emotionally, he makes people cry, like all that
Everything
is
you
just
need,
straight away, first time. Everybody else is like trying to figure out what power voice, how do I look at people? Sorry, no, eye contact is all over. Everybody else is doing that. And I remember saying in that room, I said, no, one thing, when I went for speaker training, like 7-8 years ago, I was sat in a room where there was a Blake in that room. That person, because they always get you're good. They never practice. They never put in the time. Right? They wanted to be a speaker. I wanted to be a speaker. I became the speaker. And I said, so I've got a message for everybody in this room. Number one, if you are the talented person in this room, you better be working hard. If you are not the talented person in the room, I got good news for you, is that there's hope. but it comes with a lot of hard work because I know that while the talented person was sleeping, I was practicing. So I said, that is where the overtake will happen.
For sure.
And because the other person is in a comfort zone. So sometimes I say talent is not always an advantage.
No.
But it depends how you look at it. Some people, they look at people who are beyond them and they get put off by it. Some people, they look at people who are beyond them and then it drives them to say, I'm going to show you. Be that one, and it's possible. You know, you can always get to number one. You can always get to the top.
I think that's why it's important to be very aware and conscious and choose who you surround yourself with. And the reason I'm saying this, to bounce off what you just said, is I remember when I was in music school in France, I was one of the highest regarding theory, harmony, all the instruments. Because I was in a comfort zone and there wasn't that competition, I just sat on my laurels, you know. I improved in some things, but I could have improved so much more. So like one thing that I realized from then on is like from now on, I'm only gonna at least try my best to surround myself with people who are better than me at more than one thing, whether it's with your heart, with your intellect, with your skills, your talents, your marketing, speaking, you know. And because like we say in French, tirer par le haut, to pull from the top. You want to be surrounded with people who are going to pull you up from the top rather than pull you down from the bottom. And ever since, I just changed my whole social circle. And the transformation is incredible.
We had a mentor who used to say, comfort zone is danger zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Comfort
sure.
zone is danger zone.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable, you feel the best. If anybody's in an environment where you are the number one, change your environment. It's time to get out and keep moving forward. It's too easy to feel good. I remember when I first bought my Aston Martin, I was here in Lincoln. I was the king. What's one of those, James Bond?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but and that's why when I came here, very fast was comfort zone. I felt like I was the richest person in the world. I drive the Aston Martin down to Knightsbridge, Mayfair in London. Then I'm like, oh, I'm the baby. I'm nothing. So tiny.
Yeah.
I used to go to London every week to get that buzz, just to know that I got a long way to go. Keep moving. But this is not chase and greed. This is knowing that
Desire for growth.
There's more. We're grateful for what we have. We keep moving forward.